Jai Shri Krishna. Here is another story about Pandavas and how Krishna helped the Pandavas. And also we can say how Sahadeva was so well versed with the knowledge of astrology. This story happened just before the Mahabharata war. When Duryodhana decided to have the war, he wanted to do everything that would make them, the Kauravas, win the war. And he chose Dronacharya, Bhishma, and all on his side. Of course, Krishna was on Pandava's side. And he approached Dronacharya for an auspicious time to do the Durga Puja and then start the war. Dronacharya asked Duryodhana to contact Sahadeva, who was the twin of Nakula and the youngest of the Pandavas. He said that Sahadeva was an excellent astrologer and that he would be the right person to consult. Duryodhana was even surprised and he asked Dronacharya how he could ask his enemy for an auspicious time. But Dronacharya said that Sahadeva would never refuse if Duryodhana approached him because he always says honest things and also his predictions are true. He will never say something wrong, something not a truth. So he always speaks only truth. And so Dronacharya advised Duryodhana to approach Sahadeva the next day morning, just after he had his bath and done his puja. So Duryodhana also goes and meets Sahadeva just after the puja is done by Sahadeva. He said that although they were foes, he trusted Sahadeva to be a man of dharma and that he would perform his duty as an astrologer by speaking the truth. Duryodhana asked Sahadeva to consult the almanac and specify the right time to start the war to ensure victory for Kauravas. Sahadeva readily took the almanac, did the calculation and gave his predictions to Duryodhana that the following Amavasya, that is new moon, which fell 2 days later, was an auspicious time to perform the Durga Puja and to commence the war, as that would guarantee Duryodhana victory. Duryodhana was very pleased and after thanking Sahadeva, he returned to his camp. Bhagavan Krishna was witness to all this. He obviously heard this conversation and he was also upset how he is going to change things. So Sahadeva defended himself when the other Pandavas asked him. He defended himself by saying that he had to help anyone who came to him after his morning puja, that his dharma prevented him from giving wrong advice to others. Bhagavan Krishna walked away in a thoughtful mood as he was trying to think of something to avoid the serious problem caused by Sahadeva's advice to the enemy. Duryodhana was sure to win if he started the war on Amavasya. And Krishna, he thoughtfully called the Pandavas and informed them of what can be done. And so the next day, he asked them to do the ceremony which is done to the Pitrus, that is the forefathers, which is called Tarpanam, which is done on Amavasya day, he asked them to do it a day earlier, that is the next day itself. They were perplexed, but they knew that, see, Krishna's words you cannot mistrust, and also Sahadeva's nature, you can't say anything. So they just went to the river nearby, and they started doing the ceremony, Tarpanam. And even the gods in heaven, for whom this is given, they were perplexed. Why Pandavas are doing this ceremony one day earlier? And just to find out, they asked the sun and the moon, because this is offered to them, right? So they asked Surya Bhagavan and Chandra Bhagavan. They are involved in this. So they came down and they asked Krishna what was happening. And Krishna said, again with a twinkle in his eyes, that it was not certainly Amavasya till then. But when Surya Bhagavan and Chandra Bhagavan appeared before him, same together, then since the two appeared together with each other before him, they were conjunct and it was Amavasya. Amavasya was declared and the war was started. Bhagavan Krishna cleverly ensured that Sahadeva did not go against his dharma of being an honest astrologer, and yet started the war at a time that was inauspicious for the Kauravas. See, it is called Bodhayana Amavasya, that is, which comes a day before or after the Amavasya day. And that's how Bhagavan Sri Krishna saved the Pandavas one more time. Please subscribe to my channel, Jayanthi's 5 Minute Stories. We'll meet another story later.